Good morning, January 15th. It's a Monday. My cat keeps opening the door and it's cold outside, so no, kitty, don't you do that. MJ's trying to get her work done. Okay, so he's literally, I've filmed this quite a few times. He just keeps like poking the door, letting all the cold air in. He's not coming in. He's literally just like, "Are you gonna feed me again?" I'm like, I've just fed you, mate. You're on your own. Go outside or come inside. Don't keep opening the door. It's too cold out there. I'm hearing that Santa baby. Doo doo doo. Baby, it's cold outside. What I mean, it's not that cold. I live in the United Kingdom. It's pretty temperate here, so the winters on average, like, they might get to about 0. Sometimes it snows, very rarely. It's funny because I've lived here for about 20 years and over 20 years now. And still people are like, "But you're Canadian, you should be used to the cold." I'm like, yeah, you acclimatize after a couple weeks, but cold is cold. Like, if it's cold, plus the cold here, you guys don't care. We're talking about the weather. What up? Wet cold is quite different than dry cold. I don't know what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. It's good to be here with you guys. Check out All to Love. If you want to book a private reading, of course you're welcome to. Pre-recorded readings are about 30 quid, and live time readings are 50 to 100 quid. Just so you know. I might say that. I mean, in case, it's that classic thing of checking a price, and if you're not digging on it, you're not going to book. So if I tell you now, you're not going to bother going to the booking system. Unless you're like, "Oh, that's great, I'm going to go book a reading." So, what have we got, Divine? I can hear the cat. I can hear the cat making his furry little way to my boudoir. She's like, "Are you going to feed me?" No! I mean, I have. I'm not starving the poor thing. I'm feeding it. It's just, it's almost like they like the wet food, don't they? He's like, "Ooh, baby, give me more of that juicy meat stuff. Juicy jelly meat." Okay, so straight up, you guys, you got the power. This All to Love is about love, obviously. Everybody being able to be in love with life. And I mean, I do shine light on my awarenesses or perspectives of certain levels of corruption, of the increase. I'm just getting to that point of like, most of us can't do anything about these big, huge corruptions other than like, boycott and like you choose your choices wisely. Look after yourself. That's a big one for me from the brand's perspective as well. Love yourself, look after yourself, love the people in your world, love your home. But then again, it's like everyone deserves, it's like right to life. Everyone deserves clean air, good food, healthy food that is, shelter, and anything less than that. Most of my life, ever since seeing like war and strife on the television, I've been like, why do we do that to another? That's insane. And it's so funny, the flip around of how hippies are insane or dirty, or like light workers and spiritual people are kind of attacked and made to be skeptical, or cult leaders. Like, even though there is that too, like there is really distorted, crazy bullshit going on at probably all areas of life, right? But I'm aware how our skepticism or our own maybe harder edges can really like tear people down that really are not harmful. And it's interesting to me because I recently watched a Vice mini documentary on someone that I listened to for a while called Bentinho Massaro. And this Vice, now I think he has a pretty good following. He's making a livelihood out of being a spiritual teacher, and lots of people follow and enjoy the teachings, right? And the energetics. Fair enough. And it's because when I was watching this documentary, which essentially turned it into like the tech pro guru, and again, angling it to be this kind of dark, seedy, sexual cult and bordering on abuse. And, you know, of course, what they do is they take a chunk of one of his talks or whatever, and they distort it slightly, like they put it out of context. And yet, okay, so here's the thing. When they were talking about this cult of Bentinho's, which really I think it's just people enjoying his teachings, what they were saying about him and his cult, I'm like, wait, that's like mainstream society, though. Like, following a doctrine, being told to, like, sit down and meditate. I'm like, well, like, we're all told to sit down in our chairs. We're all told to sit down, stop dreaming, be quiet, do what you're told, listen to your history books, read this, regurgitate this, study this. Like, if anything, our entire global paradigm is a cult on some level that we all bought into. This is the world. Don't even go outside that box. This is it. And here we are. And this is it. We're in this kind of crazy... Okay, sidestep. I've been rambling. I know. I will share the card info with you guys. But something's got to be done about the devices, you guys. I'm getting serious inside myself around, like, I've got to have some discipline around the amount that I'm engaging or just swiping. And also just, you know, really getting real about being ourselves and endeavoring to be super dupes authentic with people. All right, okay, shh. Thank you for listening. Okay, so messages are coming in, you guys. I'm listening and translating what I'm listening. Messages are coming in. You guys have reached the final end of a cycle. It's like there's a direction that you might have been trying to move in. You're not going in that direction, okay? Something is in discussion about possibly money. Oh, change, no doubt. About a foundation, this is to me business meetings, proposals, getting things together to present and or have meetings together with other people to figure out how we're going to move forward, or how, you know, startup company, or even like before a company becomes a startup, just you getting together with some people and jamming with some ideas or writing a business plan. I think some of you, or one of you, I actually feel like it's somebody in your circle. Somebody's coming in like on fire, super dupes. Yeah, really inspired. Like, I've got this idea. Let's try to work on it. Can you guys do this? Or is it possible to do this? And somebody's really full of life with regards to this idea. And then I feel like because of that inspiration or vigor, they're attracting other people. Some of you might be a little bit in hermit mode or full blown in hermit mode. Yeah, what did I say? It was the hermit. It was like the withdrawal coming out after withdrawal, coming into the sun. And I think some of you are really getting ready to jump into something new beginning. Again, you might be getting messages that fire off a completion. So this is weird, but like, it's almost like getting certain messages triggers the like, I'm done. I'm not going in this direction. I'm not communicating in this way. I'm not doing this for other people who just end up stabbing me in the back. I'm just not moving forward the way I used to move forward. That is good. Staying grounded, staying full, staying clear. And it's almost like, just know when the time is right, you'll be guided through the door kind of thing. You'll know which way to go. You'll know which direction to take. I think we're, you know, it's all good here. Calm before the storm, my lovers. How was that new moon for you last week? Possibly a big one. It's one of those things I'm aware in the here now of, like, holding space in the totality of everything. And You know, there's this big shift, I believe, in my own self, like really like delayering all the people pleasing patterns and just being in the heart of your own truth that can morph and change and shift and evolve. And boy, oh boy, it can feel really scary when we start to shift like that. At the same time, I truly believe it's, you know, all held in love. Like, all delayer it all until there's nothing, and that nothing is love. And so within the container of love holds the space for all of the not love. And the isness of our experience here. So there, noodles, rambles, and a holla shazam. What? Peace out, you guys. Have a great day. Love you. Happy Monday.